Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. James Clear is the author of the #1 New York Times bestseller Atomic Habits, which has sold more than 5 million copies and has been translated to 50 languages. He summarizes his advice on motivation in an article called The Scientific Guide on How to Get and Stay Motivated. Well, here are key points from that article. For each, I offer amplification or dissent. First quote, motivation is often the result of action, not the cause of action. Getting started, even in very small ways, produces momentum. Yes, many of my clients' motivation is inhibited by overthinking. Often they're wise to do just modest thinking, followed by a low-risk, easy action, and based on that, deciding whether to continue, revise, or quit. Let's say the task is complex and its steps unclear. For example, you're asked to write a proposal for revamping your organization's employee grievance protocol. Well, your low-risk action might be to divide the task into baby steps. And if you don't know what the baby steps are, get help from a person and/or a Google search. If the task is simple, it's often wise to just dive in by doing the first few second part of the task. Getting that little bit done can keep you motivated to do the next step, and so on. His next quote, automate the early stages of your behavior. Having a pre-game ritual, or pre-game routine he calls it, provides a mindless way to initiate your behavior. It removes the need to make a decision. What should I do first? When should I do this? How should I do this? His advice to have a pre-game routine applies best to tasks that need to be done repeatedly. For example, getting down to work each morning, exercise, or sleep hygiene. Let's say you know you want to be working at 9 o'clock a.m. You might create this pre-game routine. Go to bed by 11 and set your alarm for a time that allows you a full night's sleep while still giving you enough time in the morning to get your pre-work activities done, maybe dress, shower, have breakfast and coffee, and get your kids off to school. His next quote is, the Goldilocks Rule states that humans experience peak motivation when working on tasks that are right on the edge of their current abilities. Not too hard, not too easy, just right. That's just common sense. Of course, if it's too hard, we're going to give up. If it's too easy, we may stay with it for a while or keep it as a needed break for challenging tasks. But generally, you want to go for the moderately challenging. For example, I was tempted to procrastinate writing this article. I told myself, okay, just start by identifying the quotes from the aforementioned article that I want to comment on. Then I'll weed in the garden for 10 minutes, something that should be done but is easy and I like doing. Again, I want to stress that. So that task for me, writing articles, is for me moderately challenging, but not overly challenging, and yet it's not super easy either. And right now, I'm tempted to procrastinate again, and I'm saying to myself, you only have a few more of his quotes to comment on, then you can feel relieved and guilt-free walking the dog to Trader Joe's. I like that easy task too. So again, alternating a moderately difficult task with an easy task to keep me motivated. His next quote, what happens when motivation fades? He continues, he says, consider every thought you have as a suggestion, not an order. He's writing, right now as I'm writing this, my mind is suggesting I feel tired. It's suggesting I give up. But my mind is also suggesting I will feel very good about accomplishing this work once it's done. I'm not a fan of pushing yourself to work when tired. Better to take a brief nap, or if that's not feasible, have some caffeine or use your fatigue as a reminder to get a better night's sleep tonight. And the next quote from him is, despite our resistance to a hard task, I have never found myself feeling worse after it was done. Yeah, that's true, but that knowledge often isn't enough to motivate a person to work, especially on a hard task. My clients find the previous suggestions that I've been discussing more helpful. And his final quote that I want to share with you is, this moment when you don't feel like doing the work is not to be thrown away. Spend it in a way that will make you proud. Yeah, I agree. As usual, my little talks to you offer a buffet of possible ideas. Are there any you want to sample? In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. and I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.